There, friends. This is episode number 175 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnikas. I'm enjoying these beautiful fall colors here in the forest today, in my neighborhood forest. It's making my jacket pop. It really is. On today's show, I am so happy to welcome back for a second visit the one and the only Katie Zane. Katie is joining me from their kitchen in Chicago. We are going to bake up a cheesecake, and I can't wait. So you know what? I think I'm going to head to Grandma's house. It's going to be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Here's what we need for today's cheesecake. We need ourselves some sour cream. We need eggs. We need kosher salt. I am going with coconut sugar instead of granulated. We need butter. We need those graham cracker crumbs crumbled up, looking good. We also need some vanilla. We obviously need our cheesecake. You're going to need some aluminum foil for the bake. And that, friends, is all we need.
Things, but I don't know how much it's well angled down, but I have everything like nice and pre-measured and
Amazing.
like, yeah, the only thing that's kind of hilarious is I actually took the cream cheese out early because I was like, I know how sometimes things take a while to soften in my apartment.
Yeah.
And it's still a bit cold, even though I took them out like 2 hours ago.
We'll make it work. I quite
Yeah.
literally just ran in from the store, so I've been squeezing them.
The funny thing is the reason why I was actually well prepared because I had planned to make cheesecake anyway. So I had almost everything I needed.
Yeah.
And I ate all my Oreos. So I had to go get more Oreos.
Here. Now you mentioned the Oreos. So the recipe that we're using is from Cookies and Cups. And for those watching, you can just head to the YouTube show description, click on the link to find it. But Katie, you're doing an Oreo crust, correct?
Yeah, I'm just doing a little modification because one of the weird things about me is I don't love crusts. Like I don't love pie crust. I don't love cheesecake crust. So I've tried to figure out the way that I like to make those things.
Okay.
Whenever I get it from like a store, or whatever, I would tend to like never eat the crust if I get a pie or a cheesecake, or like not a pie, not all pies, but if it's got like a crumb base pie crust, I'm gonna be picky about it. And so I've discovered that I really dig the texture and the finish and like how it all comes together of an Oreo crust. I feel like an Oreo crust stays kind of like, I can't believe I'm going to use this word, but here we go. It stays kind of more tender than the graham cracker crust. So you end up with something that kind of melts with the creaminess of the cheesecake. For me, a little bit better than the kind of the harshness of graham crackers.
Okay.
It's a texture thing, I think, at the end of the day.
For sure. Oh, that sounds exciting. I love that. Yeah, you can add into this whatever you want, really. So
yeah, and if anyone wants to do exactly what I'm doing, I'm using 15 Oreo cookies because I like to pull the crust up just a little bit on the side, so it's actually a little bit more cookies than you'd want to use, about a cup and a half. And then I'm doing the same as what is recommended is the third cup of butter for the cracker. I can't believe I memorized this recipe apparently. One of the things that's nice is that I don't quite have a pan that this perfectly fits inside of. Yeah. And so there's like a teeny bit of space, which I'm hoping will somehow keep leaks from happening. I don't know.
We're going to see. Yeah, this is only one way to find out. All right. So if I'm reading this correctly, you wrap the bottom of the pan.
And it says 2/3 of the way up because when you're putting the water in later, you don't want it to. This is awkward.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel like, because it is Halloween, I feel like I'm making some costumes.
Okay, I think this is right. Keep it together like what Katie's doing, and
then pray.
Yes, this is our Eat, Pray, Love episode. Hey friends, and this is step one. So in the bowl, you're going to mix together your cookie, your butter, and your sugar. And then as Katie's doing, you're going to press that into the pan.
I do want to mention another change that I do is I don't add any sugar because the Oreos are already very higher in sugar than graham crackers would be.
Yeah, that is a excellent tip.
And I recommend greasing your pan a little bit.
Yes.
Not a ton. I like to use, it's a baking with flour, quick release. Even though this is a cheesecake, I still prefer this whenever I'm using any of these kind of.
Is that the one that smells good? I feel like you told me about that pan before.
Yeah, it has like a somehow like suddenly it smells like your mom's kitchen when they bake cookies or something, like magically out of it there. It does sort of smell like that. With your hands, but since I'm the only person eating this cheesecake, I'm going to.
My hands are clean, and I honestly prefer when I can use my hands as tools.
Yeah, same. Because I can control what I'm doing so much better with just my fingertips than like a spatula.
So like we kind of got the opposite, Katie. I've got the morning, you've got the night.
There we go. Oh, I love that. Yeah, see, here we go. It's so dark.
So we're going to bake this for about 8 to 10 minutes in our oven. That is 350. So this is going to go in right now, and then we're going to get to make the filling.
I just realized how I wish that the step with the foil was not in the beginning. I wish it was after the crust baked.
Right? Did you put it in with the foil?
Uh-huh.
I did too, and I feel like that's not right.
Of what the directions said.
It's cookies and cups fault. That's it. That's right? We need 4 packs of this stuff. That's a lot of cheesecake, friends.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I am too. Yeah. So for the cheesecake filling, you're going to need the cheesecake, of course, at room temperature. We need sugar. We need sour cream. Or if you have it, you can use like a thicker yogurt, like Greek yogurt or Icelandic yogurt. We need vanilla and 3 eggs. We need the whole egg. You don't have to worry about any separating and that kind of stuff. So.
And it's best that those eggs are room temperature, just like the cream cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm struggling to open the second one. There we go. Get open. And the first thing that goes in the mixer is the cream cheese, correct?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be cream cheese, and then we're going to add sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. The foil's tripping us up in this one, Katie.
I'm like, I'm doing all right, but like, dang.
You're doing a stand mixer, you're going to wipe around the sides here because it's going to bunch up. You want to take it? Definitely looks like pudding. This is delicious. I'm going to add just a little dash of vanilla, or not vanilla, rather cinnamon to mine, to the cheesecake filling, but this looks good. Yeah. Mix the eggs one at a time on a low speed until everything is together.
Okay.
And again, you don't have to worry about separating the eggs. We're using the whole thing. All right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it sounds so nasty in the bowl. Oh, squish, squash, squish, squash.
No.
So it's like sometimes when they're making certain doughs on the baking show, like choux, and some of those like really wet doughs, the sounds those make are awful.
I know, it's like, it's so yucky.
And after my last egg, I'm also going to be adding a little bit of Oreo sprinkle just to add a little flair.
Oh, nice.
I'm just doing 3 cookies, so it's a very small amount, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to do some Oreo on top.
Oh, nice. I think I'm going to add some cinnamon to mine. That's what I'll do. This looks so good.
I am like, I'm going to have to like really be careful that I don't eat this in like one day.
Oh man. Just gonna scrape this down, get this out here. Great. Show everyone at home what this looks like. All right, friends. So this is my batter. It's looking beautiful and tanned.
Mine is speckly and lovely and just the right ratio of everything. It looks like there's a couple chunks of cheesecake that need to be squizzled in there.
That's okay.
Well, this is why,
Appreciate your lumps.
oh, right. All right, I'm not scraping this anymore.
Now, might this be a dessert you would serve at one of your community dinners that you started doing? Or?
Yes. Yes, and if we hadn't had to change, that was actually my plan. Was to try. What I was gonna probably end up doing if I had done it that day is I was gonna make 2.
Okay.
And I was gonna do some speed. I was gonna do like a speed set, which don't do this, folks. It's like what they do on the baking shows to like set their cheesecakes in a ridiculously short amount of time. I was gonna do like a speed set for one of them.
Ooh.
All right, so I am going to carry this over there and then turn my camera around.
Perfect.
And I'm just doing the directions in very hot water. My sink produces very hot water, so I'm just gonna do the very hot water out of my sink.
Me too. Yeah, and I'll just show everybody this is what mine is looking like. It is looking beauty.
Okay.
And do our best, friends. It's all about doing your best. So I too have done my water bath. I've got this, and this is now going to go back into the oven for about 60 to 70 minutes. Hello, how good does your kitchen smell?
You know, there isn't a lot of smell coming out of it, but it's probably because you have the graham crackers. The graham crackers and the cinnamon probably made a stronger, like more homey smell than mine did.
That is fair. That is fair. I'm liking the decoration in your kitchen.
Oh, thank you.
I've not seen it before. It's nice.
Yeah, thanks. Before I ever even lived in this apartment, I had just collected like a lot of random art and a lot of like random little things, and I finally have a place for all of them. There is a slight
as you can see.
Yeah, there is a slight nautical theme to my apartment, where I believe you've seen the big boat that I have before, and there is a boat behind me in this painting, and there's just like water and boat things all over my apartment, just spattered.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I even have like barnacles because I have some stuff from when I was traveling once, like some dried sea life.
That is cool. That is cool. I'm mildly afraid of boats.
Okay.
I worked many years ago on what was to be my first documentary, but it never came to light. But it was on a boat disaster here in Toronto on a ship called the SS Noronic, not neurotic, but Noronic. And that made me afraid of boats, even though that ship burnt in the 1940s. It's
just before I logged in, I did a little wiggle, and it seemed like the whole thing was wiggling a little bit. So I just wanted to give it like another minute.
Yeah, let me see.
It's kind of hard. You jiggle it, and I feel like the whole pan jiggles.
Like
so
me.
it's sort of hard to see, like the middle does not seem to be moving individually of the outside. I don't know. So I just figured give it a couple.
Yeah, let me see what's going on here. So I have not yet done my jiggle. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this without the camera falling off. All right. Nothing's jiggling.
No jiggle. Yours is probably done then.
I am. Wow.
Let's see.
No jiggle. No jiggle for Zemnikas. So now that our cheesecakes are out of the oven, they're going to rest at room temperature for 1 hour. And then they're going to head to the fridge and just chill out for 6 to 12 hours, depending on how much you want your cheesecake. But yeah, that is the window. So rest for an hour in the fridge for 6 to 12. So yay! We're gonna have to wait to taste this. I'm just like, I'm so excited. So excited. So a fun game. Well, I think it's fun. I've decided it's fun. That I'd like to plan the show is you have your option. What is the weirdest magnet on your fridge, or what is the strangest thing in your fridge?
So you can either go exterior of the fridge or you can dive in. What is the strangest thing in your fridge? I think it's a good game.
Well, there's really nothing. I don't have anything that strange in my fridge. I have fairly straightforward things.
All right.
Strangest magnet. All my magnets are adorable.
All right.
I do have I have like a sticker photo that's on my fridge from a good friend of mine here in Chicago. She's a burlesque dancer, so it's actually like a picture of her like holding her boobs. And I used to have a magnet of her uterus, but I actually don't know what happened to that. I don't know where it is.
You lost her uterus?
Yeah, she had gotten like she had gotten like some procedure done where she ended up with photos of the inside of like her fallopian tubes and uterus, and she made them into like magnets to give out to people.
Given what we've been through in the past year and a half and how our art changed, because we took to going virtual, not everyone did, but a good number of people did. Looking back, I am so grateful that this shit got messed up a bit, because I feel like it made me a better writer and performer. How do you think?
I actually completely agree. I was actually there's a comic who's actually a Chicago area, but he lives out in the suburbs. He came by and dropped some stuff off to me earlier, and we were talking. Yeah. And I was saying, yeah, I actually found myself the other day missing nothing, like missing doing nothing, and like not having my agenda all full. Like I kind of missed my dance card being small and like being like fairly, I don't know, like I miss like me. I was like saying, like I was like harking back to like June of last year. Kind of a little small part of me kind of misses that. Like that, like just like no expectations from a bunch of people around me, like don't have to interact with horrible people. Like Zoom, like I had met so many wonderful people on Zoom. It felt like I had like a good social thing going through Zoom. And so yeah, I miss it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like I want COVID gone, because I want people to be able to exist and do things and live their lives and not feel scared. But I'd like to not have to wear a mask at my job.
I just want to point out to the viewers at home, we are recording this episode on Halloween, hence the costume change.
Yes.
I have a little fascinator. I have a little lady on my head.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's my just evergreen Halloween costume of woman putting in minimal effort.
No, I love it. It's perfect. I am did I mention my costume earlier when we were recording?
I think we did, but let's just remind everybody what Katie is going as.
Yeah, actually, especially since like I've got it going on now. I do have my apron covering like where the words are on my shirt, but my shirt says cis white man, and I am the audacity, and I have a superhero cape that says the audacity. And I decided to drag makeup, but then only realizing that I'm going to be wearing a mask when I'm out, because I'm very careful when I go out anywhere, even, you know, I'm boosted, but I'm still extremely careful.
Put a mustache on your mask.
Yeah, well, my masks are black. If they were white masks, it would be a little easier, but I don't like white masks because I feel like they look dingy, and I don't like the dirty look. But yes, no, I am the audacity. Here to make sure women are smiling tonight. Okay. You have the cinnamon variety with your coconut sugar.
I do.
And I have my Oreos with Oreo pieces and whipped topping.
Let's eat.
Oh, let me get my fork.
Fork. Okay.
Important business. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bon appetit. Right. There we go.
Oh my God, that's heaven. Oh my God, fresh. Oh my God. Absolute heaven. So smooth.
Oh.
Even though it was annoying in the process, I'm very happy I used my whip. My whisk attachment.
Oh, this is.
It's so creamy. I think this is like one of the creamiest cheesecakes I've made.
Yeah.
Water bath, Can't speak enough about it.
Yeah.
No sunk cake, no drop,
No.
like perfect. I have very little brown actually on mine, and it's still
Yeah.
like perfect.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a little bit on my edge there, but not much at all. And it's just smooth and sweet, and I've got a nice little bit of salt in the graham cracker base. This is a perfect bite. This is so good.
I think most of my crust is on the pan.
Mm.
So let me taste that and see what it tastes like.
No. This is so good. Oh my God. Oh man.
The crust is good, it's just not attached.
Right.
But it's tasty. And my
Oh,
little
damn.
knife.
Yeah, water bath for the win, for sure. This was
Oh my
good.
gosh, this is delicious. Oh my God.
I know, right?
I thought I would like carry it with me when I go to the bus to like I'm going to meet my friend and I'm walking to a party. And like I thought I would like carry it with me. I am eating this probably while we finish talking. Like this is not leaving my apartment. This slice is leaving inside of me. It's not leaving on this plate.
It'll be fine.